So with most transfer specials, I tend to usually have a plan. For this one, I don't have a clue what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to stay at Sheffield United or potentially look for another job, which I think if a Premier League job does come available, I obviously will apply for it. And if a job offer is any good, I'm obviously going to take it as well. So you never know what's going to happen in this video. Hello, welcome to Club 5, Part 10 of the English Journeyman, and in today's episode we shall be doing some transfers, potentially. Well, I think we will actually bring in some people, some players, whether it be for Sheffield United or another team, but we can get to that a bit later if we decide to leave Sheffield United, which I'm sure we won't unless they sack me, but then again, I kind of do want to be managing in the Premier League by now, like successfully, not get relegated. As always with all the videos, if you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I promise you, this series should be on the way up now. I reckon Champions League football 5 years from now. I reckon, hopefully, if it goes to plan. But let's take a look at our season review, started by our newest arrivals this year. So Anthony came in, and my God, what a player he is. 33 years old, 45 starts, including 2 from the bench, 40 goal contributions. What a player. Then Rodrigo de Leon, he's okay, he's still only young. That's the main thing. 21 years old, 10 goal contributions, not too bad. Joe Johns, he was actually quite good that second half of the year that he came in for. 6 goal contributions from 23 starts, that's not too bad. Then Brune, he could have performed a bit better. Guzman, fantastic player when he started and also when he came on. I'm sure he'll be much better this year. Brindley, he was superb. I would love to extend his loan contract, but I don't know how Man City will be up for that. Then Missouri, he was brilliant. He was good. I wouldn't say brilliant, but he was fine. He did a good job. Jeffrey, yeah, he's just. Yeah, I don't know why we signed Jeffrey. He was just rubbish. We will try and sell him this summer, hopefully. Then King was, he's good, but like with most of our signings, he's still young, so there's room for improvement. Tapia, another one, he's quite young. He could definitely improve next year. Francho, didn't really do a lot in my opinion. 5 goal contributions in 47 matches. That's pretty horrific if you ask me. Then Shrohan, again, he's only 20 years old. He can improve for next year if he stays around, that is. Then Novato, he was okay. He didn't really set the world alight that first half of the season, neither did he in the second half. Danny Taylor didn't really play much, I'm not gonna lie. Atene, he's just a bit clumsy. Bearing in mind he is still only 23, so he can improve for next year. Felix, expected him to get a few more goals and more assists, so we might try and sell him this year in order to get a better striker in. Then Bearsley's still quite young, he's only 19, so he can improve. Might even send him out on loan. I think that's probably the best option for him. But now you want to see 5-star potential. Yeah, he's going to be class this year, I reckon. Then Kudrikov, your board are rating him a E. I'm inclined to agree with that. He wasn't good at all. So, oh, this doesn't look good. They want us to gain automatic promotion to the Premier League. I think we can do that this year, only if they don't sack me. Yeah, oh, that doesn't feel good, that. Yeah, I don't really want to look at the league too much. Our biggest win was a 5-0 win against Brighton. Our match to remember was our 4-1 win over Sheffield United. I said I was going to scout Babini, I haven't. Oh no, I'm not scouting him, it's terrible. The goal of the season went to Francho, who he scored against Salford on my birthday, funnily enough. My 30th birthday. Jesus Christ, I'm an old man. The club reputation has stayed the same, so still 3.5 star current. Annual revenue has gone down massively, apart from matchday commercial and retail, which has gone up slightly to 1.42 million, so I think that needs to definitely improve this year. Otherwise, we're in for a tough season in terms of finances. So, our best lineup for this year was Atale, a back four of Lovato, Omabamidele, Tapia, Brune, Francho, and Mizumi, Anthony, De Leon, Brindley, then Einstein. Only 3 of those players getting averaging above a 7. That's pretty shocking, that. I got manager of the month in August, did I? Was that this year or last year? I don't know. So Bamidele got fans player of the season. De Leon got young player of the season. Anything else apart from Anthony picking up most things? No, not really. It does feel weird saying we did start at Oldham, then get sacked 4 months later. I am slightly regretting leaving Chelmsford now, because things were going really well there, but obviously they're down in League One. I don't know if they got promoted back into the Championship. That's something we could actually have a look now. So what did they do? They were... Oh, they just finished outside the playoffs on goal difference. Oh, I reckon they will get back up to the Championship one day. Oh God. Oh. Okay. We are not happy with your current performance and are considering your position at the club. We would like to know why you think the team have performed so badly. Maybe it's because of the goalkeeper. I think we did have a lot of injuries. The number, oh yeah. What do I need to do to stay in charge? I'm not playing possession-based football. Oh my God, they sacked me. Well, why didn't they sack me? But I have been sacked. Well, shall we take a look at jobs then? What's on offer? Not a lot at the moment. It's the Premier League. Right, the Premier League is still ongoing, so we could. It's not out of the question, but we could make a return to Middlesbrough if they sack their manager. But I feel like Newcastle could. Well, how long's he been there for? 150 years, they ain't gonna sack him. What about the West Ham manager? Because they should be up there. I don't sit down as manager of West Ham. I didn't see that one coming. I feel like Leeds should be sacking their manager. Possibly not. Who is even is he? Okay, fair enough. Right, well, that was unexpected. It wasn't unexpected. I think I definitely had it coming. Swansea, I had no. Oh my God. Swansea got relegated to the League One. Wow. Wow, that's ridiculous, that. What's the betting? Sheffield United will get relegated next year. Possibly. Right, I think... I don't really know what's going to happen now. Well, I guess I just come back when something interesting happens, when like we have a decent job interview. Well, if I was actually at a club, this would be the start of the season and of course the end of the transfer special. But no, we've literally just got our first job interview this summer. I've applied for a lot of jobs, including both Portugal and Germany, which I didn't get, and I also applied for Liverpool, Aston Villa, Brentford, I think Fulham as well, all been rejected from them. So I've got my first job interview from Bournemouth, who are actually managing in the Premier League. So let's attend this interview, see. But I don't think I will get the job, but I might. Can you tell me why managing at another club that you've done is a good thing? I don't know. I think it is a good thing. I'm hardly impressed by your apparent taste for relegation. That's not my fault, is it? That is not my fault. I took over Sheffield United when they were in the relegation zone with 7 games left of the season. Tell me, how are you supposed to save them from that? You're not. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, most of my clubs have been with clubs expected to struggle. I haven't received any complaints. That happened a long time ago. You've previously been embroiled in media controversies, have I? I don't remember that. How would you feel about working with our current director, Prince Masocha? It's a good name, yep. I'm happy to work with him. Just a small budget. Avoid relegation. Continue out. It does look like this club has a slightly dull future ahead of them. They need to be a little bit more ambitious, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think that's a fair yeah, that's fine. 24 million, yes, that's good. That's fine. I have no further requests. I guess now it's a waiting game. We did not get the Mexico job. I don't know who did, but I really do hope we get this Bournemouth job because at the moment we've still got 19 days left of the transfer window. It's definitely not enough time for a rebuild, but if we do stay in the Premier League, which we should, that'll be a good time. Right, we are suggesting changes. Is that? No. Oh, I thought it was John Hill that was at Exeter City for a couple months. Yeah, confirm that. Right, I think we are actually getting this Bournemouth job, which unexpected to be honest, but I think we are. We just need to confirm the 10.5k a week. Was it? I think that was the same as what we were getting paid at. Like, I think it was the same. Try it up it to like 15. I don't think they will, but we can try. We go 13. 13? Fine, 11.5. I don't want to risk it. Alright, so we're manager of Bournemouth now. So let's take a look at see what they're like. So yeah, we don't really need to read all that. Mark Van Bommel was considered to be the favourite. I don't really know how I got the job because in the interview it looked like the owner was sort of unimpressed with me, but I got the job. I don't prefer. Wait, it just said Clapworthy prefers to use the 4-4-2. No, I don't. I prefer 4-2-3-1. So media prediction is 18th. Okay. That's great. That is great. My assistant manager is Gary O'Neill, who's been at the club since 2021. Hasn't done anything since. Right. Obviously, we already know the transfer budget, which is 24 million. That's fine. At least we've actually come at the start of the season, so we're still in the EFL Cup, so that's pretty good. That's fine. So, Phil Jeffrey. They've got Phil Jeffrey. I forgot. Sheffield United did sell them. Is that Steve Jones? I think we have to take a look at that. They've also got Finoli. Who did we have him for? Was that Swansea? Or Middlesbrough is one of them. Then they've got McCarthy and Cano at fullbacks. Don't know who any of them are. They've got Fabricio Diaz as well. So it's another one of my boys. Then they've got Luke Simon and Rafael Onyedika. No, I've never managed any of them. Then they've got Alexander Kinwas. I presume no relation to Martin Kinwas. Then they've also got Typhus Nolan on the other ring. I hear he's a very good player, or about 10 years ago. Then they've got Bailey Tennant. I swear he got a hat-trick, scored a hat-trick against us, I think. We've already seen that. They want us to try and avoid relegation. Every month, that's fine. Right, let's confirm the season expectations. That's fine. Right, let's take a look at the squad so we can try and sort of figure out what sort of formation they want us to play. So obviously we've got 3 goalkeepers. I think I'm going to sell one. So it could be this guy, but how long is Clarkson out for? 4 to 10 days. He could go. Transfer this is set to surplus to requirements. So in terms of defenders, they do have Steve Jones. Is it? Yep, it's the one that played for us for Swansea. So we're reunited with him. Who did Finoli play for? Middlesbrough. Then he went to Wolfsburg. Then found his way back to England for Bournemouth. So that's pretty good. So he looks like he's a decent goalkeeper. Wow, that excites me. So they've got Jones, Gomez. He is the centre. I'd say he's the centre back. He's 5'11", so I think he's the left back. But oh my good God, we've got a lot of defenders. We have got quite a big squad. Got a first team squad of about 36 players. I'd say most of them are defenders. So all of these got 18 defenders. Oh my God. Obviously Morales, he is technically a left back. Even though it says his preferred position is left winger, he is a left back. That's going to be tricky. Right, so obviously clear out the defence is the main priority. Obviously he's terrible. He's actually leaving. What about this guy? Is he leaving? No, he's not. Luke Chambers, what are you? You're a left wing back. You can definitely clear out. Right, we'll leave do transfers off camera. But try to do some transfers off camera. But I don't know how possible that would be. So let's take a look at some of our higher rated players. So we've got Uriel Cano. He's a left back, Argentinian. It's really decent. Where did he come from? He came from River Plate. Also went to Aston Villa and then went to Bournemouth. He had a pretty poor season last year. 2 assists, 2 player of the matches, averaging a 7.18. That's not too bad. They've got Bailey Tennant. He's good. He is really good. But he's born and bred in Bournemouth, so that's pretty good. He's got 22 goals last year. That's amazing. That. They've also got Fabricio Diaz. I mean, I don't really need to say anything about him. You all know who he is. He played for us for Middlesbrough. Also had a spell at Sheffield United, which I didn't really know. Phil Jeffrey, again, another one of my players, played for us for Sheffield United. Benoli played for us for Swansea. Luke Simon, he is an English centre mid, Premier League standard. Started at Wolves and had loan spells at Zurich, Plymouth, Famalicão, then permanently for Watford, then down to Bournemouth. And Steve Jones, good player, very good centre-back. Then Filippo Mane, 28-year-old Italian centre-back. It's interesting. So he's had spells at Sampdoria, Dortmund, Gladbach, Portsmouth, really? And Bournemouth. What league are Portsmouth in? So they're now, I reckon they're considered a championship club, not a yo-yo team now. So who else? So we've also got Rafael Onyedika. He is a centre mid or defensive mid. So I am feeling a 4-3-3 because we've got both Diaz and this guy who can play as a defensive mid. So I think that's what we will play. Any other notable players? Not really. No. Obviously, we do have a lot of dross in the squad, like any one of these highlighted here. They are on the chopping block, which does include Typhus Dolan, who I did think was a good player. I mean, he probably was a good player around this sort of era, like the first 5 seasons of the save, but he's not really that good anymore now. So I think, have they played their first match of the season? They have. It was 0-0 against us, not too bad. Right, so I don't think anything's going to happen before the first match, so let's work out what formation we're going to play. I think we will do no, we're not doing that, are we? Do a vertical tiki-taka. No, actually. We will do a tiki-taka 4-3-3. There will also have a vertical tiki-taka diamond on there. Then why not? We'll do a tiki-taka 5 at the back system because we've got shed loads of defenders, so may as well do this formation just in case we need to use it. But I think at the moment this might be the formation that we're playing as a team. So obviously he's a defensive sweeper keeper. Kano can be an attacker wing back. Sure, he can play as an attacker wing back. I mean, I think got a lot of players unregistered, so I think all these unregistered players I'm going to try and sell. I think that's probably the plan. Then Jones, yep, he can remain as that. Jeffrey, try and play him as a no-nonsense centre-back. Never actually played one of them before. Then he could be defensive mid. Diaz, box-to-box. Then he could be Mazzala. Jones, inverted winger. Support, he could be just a box-standard winger. Tennant can be an advanced forward. So I think at the moment, this will be the starting 11 for the next game, provided that we don't get any injuries. So I think that is a pretty good squad. I mean, the only positions I'm sort of worried about is right back and both wingers. I think that's sort of the only things that need sort of improving. Obviously, when King is fit, I'm sure he'll slot into that right wing position. Then I'm not sure if we have any decent left wingers. Obviously, he's not decent. And who else did we have? Jack Riley. Yeah, he's a right winger. He's got good potential though, but I think he is on his way out. Who's putting a bid for him? Yeah, Middlesbrough. So I think. Oh my god! Oh my god! Bournemouth only had 2 friendlies. I mean, the previous managers left me in the poops. Look at their match sharpness. It's tragic. So I guess that's another problem for me to deal with. So I think I will see you all tomorrow, where we will play our very first Premier League fixtures for Bournemouth, which will be against Stoke and Man United. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.